How the heck are you guys? I am Fastidious. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking Soulstones, and a lot of the discussion lately on my channel, and I think overall in the community, has been pretty negative about Soulstones, and that is with incredibly good reason. It is a disaster in the game. The new Soulstone shard system that is arriving tomorrow night looks terrible. You need 1,200 shards. It's a very long process earning them. The best, luckiest, and most efficient accounts in the entire game will get maybe 2 more a year, a little less than 2 more a year through this system, which alone is fine. But because there is a total drought right now in getting the whole thing, the full stones, it's kind of hard to get excited about shards. However, I actually have good news. And I can't do anything more than share something anecdotal, but it's extremely strong anecdotal evidence. And that is, it seems on the Forerunner server, the Soulstone drop rates have been buffed. This is the drop rate for both the polished Soulstones, the legendary hero Soulstones, as well as the unpolished legendary Soulstones. Over the past week, the rates of these things, as seen on the Forerunner server, has completely skyrocketed. So I'm going to use one guild as an example. So I know it's only one guild, but the results are outrageous. So even though we're talking a small sample size, a singular guild that's only 30 active members, right? And it is a very active guild, so it's all 30 members participating. But even in that situation, the numbers are so dramatically increased from where they've been the past several months. To me, it feels undeniable. But I did want to make this kind of disclaimer at the start to take it with a grain of salt, because it's a very small sample size and it is anecdotal. That being said, the Dragon Slayers top guild on the Forerunner server have found over the past 7 days, the unpolished Soulstone rate is through the roof. So previously, they have tracked this for months. On average, they were seeing about 3 unpolished Soulstones a month. That is with max level accounts, maxing out chests in both Nightmare 3, Nightmare 4, and Abyss, having every opportunity, many of them spending the extra 200 diamonds a day to hit all 3 of those chests. They're obviously killing everything, completely maxing out, very high level accounts, all level 100 accounts, very high level players, or I would assume almost all level 100 accounts. And the vast majority of those accounts are the oldest accounts in the history of Watcher of Realms, right? The Forerunner server is much older than the global server or the Asian server, right? So on that Forerunner server, a lot of these accounts are like 900 plus days old. And these accounts that comprise this very high-end guild, the top guild on the Forerunner server, they've been maxing this out, and they have found across all of them, you're talking 90 difficulties cleared a day, 30 times 3, and then each of those getting double chests. So many opportunities, and they were seeing about 3 unpolished Soulstones a month. Well, over the past 7 days, they have seen 6 unpolished Soulstones. We are talking about an increase in that monthly rate to about 25 or 26 if you extrapolate that for a month, right? If this is like a prorated version over this week. Hey guys, it's been a couple days and I touched base with Behemoth and the Dragon Slayer guys after the weekend, and the data has continued to come in. Since October 1st, the number is now 9 unpolished Soulstones in the past 13 days. You can see here this first major column next to the names. We have the week of October 4th to October 12th. This is Monday to Monday, but obviously it's the week of the 4th to the 11th. 8 unpolished Soulstones dropped for different Dragon Slayer members. And then this week, which started today, Monday, another one dropped for No Chance over here. So they have had 9 total drops since October 1st. And actually, if you're counting just when this all started, starting with the week of October 4th, it has only been 10 days now. Today is the 10th day. So the 4th to the 13th, we're talking 9 unpolished Soulstones. This shows us an undeniable boost in the rates, or at least a boost in the frequency in which these Soulstones are dropping from chests. Of course, take this with a grain of salt. It could be that this was a very lucky week for the guild, so on and so on. But it's almost impossible to think it was a lucky week to the level that there was not some increase. So I'm not saying all of a sudden across an entire guild, you should expect to, on average, have every member get one unpolished Soulstone. They're nearly at that level right now. I think probably they did have a very lucky stretch. But do I think, based on what we've seen this past week, if this is a new change that was done behind the scenes to the inherent rates of these Soulstones dropping, particularly the unpolished legendary Soulstones, do I think it's possible if those rates were unchanged that they could have gone from 3 a month? Some months they were only getting 2 across the entire guild, all 30 members, only 2 people were having it happen. To go from 2 to 3 a month to now 6 in a week, it's impossible, right? You're averaging less than 1 a week, and now you're getting 6 in a week. We're seeing a boost of like 12x plus. There is one other theory that I've been able to come up with when it comes to why these are dropping so much more than they ever have in recent months for the Dragon Slayers Guild. And that could be if on Forerunner, without telling us, they instituted some kind of pity X number of months ago. And it would be very important for the numbers to look like this, that with that pity, there was no retroactive pity built. So that is meaning the day the pity was instituted, let's say it was 3 months ago or 6 months ago, whether you had your last unpolished Soulstone drop the day before or a year before, on the day the pity went live in the game, you started tracking again from 0. So if there was some new kind of pity system they didn't tell Forerunner players about, they didn't tell the community about, and there was no retroactive pity, so they all started at 0, building on that first day, if it had some kind of progressive increase in drop chance after a certain point, then it would make sense that over a very, very narrow period, all these players from the same guild in a very tight window of time would start to have these unpolished Soulstones drop for them. So if a pity was, without announcement, instituted on the Forerunner server 6 months ago, and then the pity works that after 180 days of not pulling a Soulstone and unlocking chests, with day 81, the rate starts increasing more and more each day. And I'm making this all up as we go, but it is just what hypothetically could be happening. Let's say after 30 days, it's hard guaranteed, but the rate's increasing every day. You might see as the rate increases every day that we're getting days more and more frequently where these players are hitting said pity. We cannot know for sure. I'm hoping by putting out this video, we get more information. They mentioned during the dev interview for the anniversary that I did with Destined and Susie and Prospector that a Soulstone pity was already in the game. It could be that they never told us when it came in and it's only slowly being realized now. I think it does say something that everyone is having to hit pity, but let's see. It's good news either way. Either the pity is there and it's starting to work, or they did just boost the base rates to get these stones from these chests. So I just think it's very promising, and I wanted to share that with you guys. So let's not put the cart in front of the horse, so to speak. Let's not get too excited, but I do think let's be optimistic that with the shard change that is coming and the patch and update we're getting tomorrow night, maybe they also will usher in this new readjustment to the rate. If we zoom out even further, since Abyss was added, and particularly the month after Abyss 1 was added to Watcher of Realms, the Soulstone rates have completely tanked. And this is, again, anecdotal because I haven't conducted a proper study. I did have the thing on my website, but unfortunately, that data can't be reliable for a couple reasons you'll learn about soon enough. But I've talked to a lot of people in a lot of the top guilds, and everyone's talking about how, previously a couple people would be getting Soulstones every week, and now it's almost everyone in an entire guild for months will be on a drought. They are so few and far between. It just seems that they definitely shadow nerf the rates, undeniably. It seems, we're hopeful, optimistic, seems what happened on Forerunner is they returned to the old rates. It used to be in a high-level guild that every couple days, someone in your guild would hit it unpolished. That's how it was. I mean, think back to like February or something, right? January. The rates were at a very different place than where they are now. Using myself as an example, I've had 1 unpolished Soulstone drop the entire year. I've had 2 drop ever. I've had 1 polished Soulstone drop in the past 19 months. I don't think that's such an extreme case. I know people with far worse luck than me. I know some people who have been playing almost 2 years now and never got a polished Soulstone to drop. I know people who haven't had a single unpolished Soulstone drop all of 2025. So the rates were in a solid place, I think, and then they completely tanked. It seems as if what's going on Forerunner right now hints to the fact or signals that maybe we're returning to that solid place. And for anyone who's saying like, speculative, clickbait, conspiracy, Fastidious, whatever, just know you've done it before. I mean, did you sincerely feel like the rates have not changed since the start of 2025 to this summer and now? I mean, think back to the last unpolished Soulstone you personally got, or think to your friends in your guild or people you talk to on Discord or in the comment section. It's been night and day. I know people who were incredibly lucky when they first came to the game, when unpolished Soulstones first arrived in the game last, I think it was end of October, maybe beginning of November. And in those first couple months, they got 5, 6, 7 unpolished Soulstones to drop. Those same people have had either none or 1 since then. I guess I don't have proof besides a lot of chats and a lot of reading online, right? But it does seem to me that it's undeniable. If you disagree, I'd love to have a polite discourse about it in the comment section below. So please feel free to chat with me there. But I think it's unthinkable to me that you could go from an entire guild in the month of September, this Dragon Slayers Guild, where they got 2 unpolished Soulstones, to now, this past week, where they've gotten 6. That's where I wanted to share with you guys. A big thank you to my boy Chris, Behemoth. You guys hear about him a lot, but Forerunner is getting a lot of stuff a lot faster than us now. He's a very high-level player I've become friends with, and he feeds me good information when he notices trends or strategies or whatever that you've seen over there. And actually, on the topic of that, that video I made for Abyss 1 with the 100K run that Behemoth helped me set up went crazy. So thank you guys so much for the support on that. One of the more successful videos we've had in a long time here on this channel. I appreciate all the support. And I want to address one, this is a tangent, but one awkward thing. Someone in the comments was saying I wasn't doing the run and why would I record it? Because it's really hard. However, I've done a little practice and I think I'm ready to do it live now. So if you guys want, either Monday or Tuesday, I will stream it live on my live test server account. The only reason I can't do it sooner is because I have to go and put all the gems into that gear, make all that gear up to snuff. It takes an incredibly longer amount of time to roll and roll and roll, even with infinite resources to get all that gear perfect for those 10 units. But I think we'll do a live Ferrari run. Because frankly, I do kind of like doing it, and I want to have this quality gear ready on the live test server anyway, and because I want to shut some people up. Because is it hard? Sure. But did I do it? Yes. Can I do it again? Absolutely. The reason I said we and the reason I mentioned Behemoth so much is because he designed the entire run. I did it because it's my test server, but I am not, maybe I'm getting better, but I am not an Abyss guru. He is. He gave me a list of timings and things to look forward, like things to look for, visual indicators, moments on the clock. That's why I was giving him so much credit, because it's his baby, not mine. I just have a channel and he shared it with me, and then we built the team out together. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any thoughts, concerns, whatever, put it in the comment section below. If you're not yet subscribed, we're getting so close to 50,000 subscribers. If we could get there by New Year's, that would be awesome. So thank you. Share with your mother. I've been Fastidious, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.
Fastidious.